picks. It's Monday night, and we have a little draft show going to be a little draft prop show. I'm like, you know what? We got 'cause I'm got to play with the headset a little bit because that's what I do. NFL draft on Thursday. Let's talk some props. Let's talk. What do you think's going to go on here? We started a little bit last night because the late night money show is. Listen, we have no NBA lines up. You get some projected lines, but let's be honest. The draft's coming up. Let's talk some football. Let's talk some football. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. If you're watching on YouTube, you already subscribed. You already got your notification bell. If you haven't, hit that notification bell, hit the subscribe button, and be part of the Winning Free Picks family. We want you here. We want you here. So be sure to hit the like button coming in. And I highly doubt we'll be talking free picks for tomorrow. So, yeah, not many free picks. And, I have to apologize because a lot of times I'm like, all right, I'll give you like 2 minutes in. I'll post the free picks. And then I totally forget to post free picks in 2 minutes. So I'm sorry about that. It's not done intentionally. I forget. And other times I just have them scrolling all day long and I get no likes those days. I need affection. Give me the like, give me a comment. Let me know what you think about the draft, and we'll just jump right into it. I don't even know where to start. Maybe we'll just go. What I think teams will probably go. I mean, let's be honest. Everybody has a pick for their favorite team, right? Everybody's has their team that they like. They have a favorite team. You want that team to do something in the draft. What you're looking for them to do, what your team need is, or what you think it is. I'm the same way. I want my team to. I mean, I get the whole draft best available guy, but sometimes you want something else to go on. I'm gonna throw up here on our Twitter. If you didn't know, we have a winning free pick Twitter. It's been up for a while, but no posts in the year because I hadn't really been on it much. So, if you're friends of the channel, give it a like, give it a share, give it a follow. Hey, Dr. Ward, how have you been? How have you been? Haven't seen you in a bit. Hope everything's okay. Hope you're hanging in. 304 Blue in the house. Stimmy Orlando's here. My NFL team, I like the Cowboys. I'm a Cowboy fan. Now, before everybody loses their crap, so how old am I? I don't even know how old I am. 46, 47. And everybody's, I'll tell you what. So go back to when you're 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, those ages, you're playing outside, playing football with your friends in the street, little touch football. Who was good back then? I'm just putting a link on Twitter here, folks. That's why I'm a little sidetracked. So for me, who was good in the early 80s? Now, all my friends growing up, Redskin fans, Cowboy fans, Steelers, Niners, and that's just the way it was. I like Dallas. Danny White. Team with the 3 straight championship games. They get everybody talks about the catch with Joe Montana. All right, that was great, but Danny White's driving that team down the field, and it throws a pick. It happens, They were a pretty good team. I'll tell you though, when Parcells went to town there, I did not follow him. I was like, you know what? I can't like the Giants because they're the enemy, and I was a Jet fan. They were local here for me in Jersey, playing in the Meadowlands. And I wasn't a big fan of Parcells. That guy is the enemy. He's a Giant head coach. But like I said, I joked about today about liking the Yanks, and I say Derek Jeter's the most overrated player ever, overrated slap hitter that he was. Listen, I will always be fair in assessments on my team. I'm not the guy who's like they're the best team ever or this and that. Do I like all their moves? No. But what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Adam likes the Lions. No problem. Listen, I remember the Lions. Herman Moore. Loved me some Herman Moore back in the day. Of course, Barry Sanders, but I'm not going to go Barry. We got to go Herman Moore. Emmitt Smith is good. Yeah, okay, that's a little bit of an understatement, Elliot. Well, it means a Viking fan. I can get on some Vikings. I loved Robert Smith running back when he was there. I mean, Culpepper was a beast. I mean, he's always had tough teams. John Elway, Tim Earl in the house. No, he was a Giant head coach. Listen, my dad, he was a Redskin fan, over the hill gang. He loved the Hogs. He had a little hog nose. He'd go watch the games. Still wears an Art Monk jersey, you know. So I like Dallas because, come on, let's be honest, you're 8 years old, big star on your helmet, and they were good. I think people forget Dallas was a pretty good team. I mean, Tom Landry, come on, that hat. So I thought I'd be a Parcells guy. No. Let's go Texans. Plus money, honey, with the Texans chatter. All right, so let's talk some draft stuff here. Go Dolphins. All right, I could do a little Dolphins with Duper Clayton combo there. AJ Dewey. Remember AJ Dewey? Anybody? AJ Dewey. Again, see, I go back to like my childhood when I talk about the games because that's, when you're that age, playing with your friends in the street, playing touch football or tackle football at the playground, the park, whatever. Everybody's trying to emulate Lynn Swan catching a ball, stuff like that. So, all right, we'll start this guy up. Well, Julio Jones getting traded. I saw that. John likes the Jets. I always pull for the Jets because I hate the Giants. There's certain teams I absolutely can't stand. New York Giants are one of them. New York Knicks. The Eagles. I feel bad for Met fans. I don't have the pure hatred for Met fans. Seattle. I can't stand the Seahawks. Steelers. NBA, though, I mean, that's like I said, I don't like the Knicks. I was a Sixer fan like Charles Barkley. Baseball, can't stand the Red Sox. Who else? Yeah, we'll get it. And Mark, speaking of Eagles fans, this guy likes the Eagles. So a little draft talk here. So obviously we know that Lawrence is going to go 1. Then we got Zach Wilson 2. And then here we come into 3 spot. Here comes the craziness, right? Is it Mac Jones? Is it Justin Fields? Is it Lance? Now I bought into some Fields props. I got a little prop on him going 2nd. Again, it's wacky. Whatever. $50 for 850. I'll take a shot there. I got him at 3rd to pull back 450. I'll take it. I got Lance going 3rd. Take 529. So I got a little money invested in all these 3 guys. I almost want to take a little Pitts here, plus 5,000. And why not? Okay, maybe this is all smokescreen. I mean, I get it. A month ago, Shanahan was like, Jimmy G's our guy. We love Gucci Garoppolo. He's our quarterback. And then they trade everything to get a QB. Yeah, Lawrence is going to Jags early. Wilson's to the Jets, it looks like. And then the 3 is a free-for-all here. Now, I'm going to tell you, we can go safe here in our chat. Just stick to what the mocks have and stuff like that. But and part of me might stick to some of that. Other times I'll be like, well, maybe something different. As I said, I got Fields and Lance props here at 2 and 3 already. But I'm making a case for Pitts just based on maybe they think, you know what? Let's get Pitts in there. He could be wide receiver. We could tell him and Kittles. That's not a bad combo. The wide receivers are okay. Maybe they're jumping. I know you don't. He's the best. I'm pretty sure. And I don't get into the mocks and all the. Tony Mander's supposed to be the best player in the draft 1 year too, and he's the only guy in the first 5 that didn't go to the Hall of Fame in that draft. So he's supposed to be the best guy, right? Most ready, longevity-wise. I mean, basically, you'd think top play, wide receiver over a quarterback. I mean, granted, you have some outliers to great quarterbacks, but people think any of these guys are going to turn into your Marinos, your Rogers, your what you've got out of Mahomes, whoever. We could throw anybody's name in here. Would it be crazy for them to trade up and take Pitts here at 3? Possibly. But it's crazy. I don't know. I'm just trying to throw out different ideas for people. What do we? You should know by now. I'm not going to say let's just take the even money prop. No, we're going to have a little fun. Couple bucks, $5, $10 on different spots here. I want to make money. I mean, do you want to bet $1,000 to win 1,000, or do you want to bet $5 to win 800? Prop wise for me, I'm gonna take some crazy shots. Again, I got Fields at 2, $50, but 850. We'll see how it goes. Anything's possible. It's the Jets. Elliott's on the Dodgers again. Jones 3, Pitts 4 for Orlando. Alabama fan. Am I now? For college football, I'm a big Canes guy. Again, late 80s Miami. How didn't you like them? I mean, the U on ESPN 30 for 30 is fantastic. I like the Fab Five growing up. Who wouldn't? Come on. I mean, it's like, what was I? Junior, senior in high school? I mean, I still wear baggy shorts. Listen to Onyx. I mean, that's what I did back then. But I'll tell you what, was I betting on Michigan or was I betting on Duke? That was Duke all day. Twice on championship one day. First period over 6-0. Where is our Hawaiian soccer queen? Because she said 12-4 puck overs, 12-4 the last 2 days heading today, though. Wow, that's a big run. So again, I'm going to say, all right, people like Mac Jones going here. Who the heck knows? If you find good value on something, I'm just saying Pitts, 5,001. Who knows? Now maybe you have the Falcons up next. Maybe they're throwing out we're trading a pick to try to grab someone to flip up to them here. Like they're looking for a team who wants a quarterback. Because now you're talking maybe 5 QBs in the first round, right? I saw somebody said, Fields is going to go to the Steelers at like 20 something. I can't see that. Do I see Atlanta taking a QB? No, I don't think so. I don't think they're taking a QB. I don't think they're taking a QB one bit. It's either Pitts or trade down. Like trading down for them would be okay. I don't think that's going to hurt them to trade down. But I don't think they're going to take a quarterback. I mean, it's everybody who thinks they take Pitts. Yeah, I mean would that be good for Ryan there as a QB? But I mean, what else are you doing there? You're not reaching for a defensive guy here, right? So trade back for somebody who wants somebody up top. How about the Patriots trading up here? Well, will the Panthers trade up to get a quarterback? Who is their trading partner? Like, who wants to come up this high? Like, the Niners made the big move. I don't know. What are the thoughts in the chat here? We're not even talking any baseball stuff. Patriots trade up with Atlanta. That's why that's what I'm thinking, Adam. Right? I mean, Atlanta's like in a not a good spot here. They had a bad year. They need their problem is defense, and you can't take a defensive guy here at 4. You can't take them at 4. But are they going to take maybe they take a quarterback. Maybe they don't get the deal they want and they end up taking a QB. Atlanta. I don't know. I know because I think the draft is really going to be dictated I'm not going to answer any of the baseball kind of stuff here or hockey. We're not talking about that. We're just a little football talk tonight. We'll come back midday Monday tomorrow. We'll have all our picks on. And Patriots don't trade. I know they trade back all the time, but who knows? Well, I'm just saying, though. I'm just throwing thoughts out there. Are they going to sit there and hopefully that Field answer or that Fields will fall or Lance or one of them fall? Maybe. How about they like to trade? How about they trade back and end up taking Trask in the second round, or what's his name? Who's the other kid from Mills from Stanford? Maybe they take him. Who knows? Who knows? So next up after the Falcons, with this team, for me, I think defense is number one on Falcons' wish list. And if they can't trade back, they'll probably. I mean, I guess they're taking Pitts, right? You have to take Pitts, or they're going to take a QB. Whatever. Bengals up next. Everybody's talking about they're going to take a wide receiver. Let's go. Reunite Burrow with his buddy. I don't see that. I don't see that. I mean, you just had your quarterback. I think they're going to go offensive line. That would be my spot there. O-line for the Cincinnati Bengals. And I heard that, someone was saying that it's not going to be Sewell. I'm like, I don't see how it cannot be him. That guy's a beast. I think Pitts goes to the Bengals. He could. If he's there, I mean, I get you want to get weapons, right? You want offensive weapons, but if your quarterback's not standing upright, I mean, right? I mean, how many times you get sacked last year? I'm trying to find out. I wrote down how many times you got sacked, and it would be great to have Pitts or Chase or any of the offensive skill position guys there. But I think you need to protect your quarterback first. We're making bets that they move back, take QB. Yeah. Oh, I don't think Cam's going to be there after this year whatsoever. No way. They'll take a good, they'll take a flyer on a guy, and who knows? Maybe they sign a guy for another 1-year contract next year, and let their QB sit. Although the way the QBs are now, though, they'll probably throw money to the fire next year, right? I'm freezing. It's all Robert's fault. I hope I'm still not frozen. Actually, I know Lou had just said it was already 6-0 today, and I said I wasn't gonna talk any other sport. We're just gonna talk some football, but Mac Jones minus 180 to the Niners. See, I got him I got my plus money. I got a nice. Again, it was only $130 to win 529, but that was a couple weeks ago. You think the Lions take Penei Sewell, huh? See, I'm thinking the Bengals go Sewell. I think the Lions. Well, actually, we got Dolphins up first, right? Under Dolphins second. So Dolphins. This is where if it goes, QB, 4 QBs in a row, and then I'm thinking linemen. I think the Dolphins could get Pitts. This is where I think Pitts might land in Miami. Again, I can't throw out hyperbole on trades, but I think Pitts goes here at 6 to Miami if all the QBs go. Again, folks, I'm not some NFL guy guru. I'm just thinking no trades and just going off the cuff here. Can Pitts be here for Miami if Atlanta takes a QB? Yeah. I mean, are they just throwing a Jones smoke out there for a team to think they're going to take Pitts and maybe Miami leapfrogs to come in here and take Pitts at 4 and swap picks and maybe get a later round pick? And again, at that point, Atlanta could, grab if that's the case, Miami could grab another wide receiver there. They have their choice because I think you still have Chase on the board. You got the Alabama guys on the board will be here. So 6, I think we'll go Pitts to Miami. Lions are taking a wide receiver. I don't think the Lions are taking a offensive line. They got their coach needs some offensive weapons. You just brought in Goff, and their wide receivers aren't that good. I think you got to go wide receiver here. If Chase is here, great. If it's I guess if it's Waddle, it'll be the next guy up. But I think they get Chase here. I think I know the other tackles from Northwestern, Slater. But I think Lions will go wide receiver first. Let's see. Ashley got Devontae at plus 150. Bengals go Chase. I'm thinking they got to protect their linemen. I think they take the lineman to protect the quarterback, I should say, Joe. Dolphins getting Pitts unless Land trades up the Falcons. Yeah. I think either Pitts goes to Miami or they flip it to Falcons. Because Falcons, they need defense first. Because if they have a crappy defense, you know what? They'll still be up here to take a quarterback next season too. So it'll make a difference. Dolphins get Devonta or Pitts depending on Atlanta. Yep. Well, that's a winner right there. I think he'll definitely go top 11. I mean, you're going to have the Giants. Well, I would rather have it 12 because at least that way you either get Waddle or Smith going between the Giants and Eagles. Lex, how are you? You came in late. I'm glad you made this one. You came in today. We're wrapping it up. First running back to go. ATN is Steelers 24 or Bills at 30. I don't know. I thought maybe Harris would be the first one to go. If we're talking about a guy getting picked first, I mean, the Steelers last took a quarterback. I think they took Rashawn Mendenhall back in the day. There is a prop out there for, was it running back staking? I think it's 1.5 for the round. I had it written down. I didn't really have a good formula. I was just going to go through the draft and we could talk about it and then hit some, I guess, random props we could talk about. But I think there's a 1.5. I'd go under 1.5 running backs in the first round. The kid from Purdue. Yeah. I wrote his name down somewhere. I don't know where, but I got it somewhere. Here it is. It's gone. Oh, where'd I put it? Here we go. Moore, Rondell Moore, Adam. I think he's a second round to the Lions. Okay. Could be. Listen, they need help. I just think that if you can get if you get Chase, I think they'll take Chase there. I mean, Slater and Sewell are good offensive linemen. And I think this is going to be an offensive rounded draft. I think I saw totals for around 18, maybe. I think probably over 18. Because I was looking at the defense. I mean, we're not even talking defense till maybe the Cowboys come into play. Cowboys move up to get Pitts. That'd be an interesting move if they get Pitts. Or I'll tell you what, why don't they get, I can see him taking Waddle. Put him in a slot. I mean, Amari's up next year, right? He's got another year. Try to just outscore the guys. Your defense stinks. Put up 47 points a game. I mean, that offense would be unstoppable. I mean, Cooper, Dede, him, Gallup's still good. I mean, the tight end is serviceable, and you still got Zeke and Pollard. I mean, that run back, not terrible back there. How about this? How about if one of these linemen fall? I can see Dallas taking an offensive lineman. But we're getting ahead of ourselves. We didn't even talk about the Panthers. So Panthers, what are they doing? If they're sold on Darnold, okay. Do you get a offensive lineman to protect him? If he's there, do you grab another wide receiver? Broncos, they taking a quarterback? Like, what are your thoughts here, folks? 'Cause, I mean, they need to keep, like, we'll start with the Panthers. Offensive line, secondary, a wide receiver comes in handy. And I guess the QB, you got Donald, the Bridgewater is serviceable. So I don't think they really are going to go for a QB here. I don't see it. And the Broncos, are they back to another QB again? Broncos, I mean, I see a lot of them taking Lance here. I don't know. Yeah, I think you can find that bet somewhere. I think that's out there somewhere, though. Cowboys at 10. You think they need a cornerback. Who? Well, Jerry, listen, I like Dallas, but Jerry loves the name. He loves the name. I was looking for secondary help last year, and we got Dede. If one of the offensive linemen's here, do we take an offensive lineman? Would they reach and take Tucker from SC, or if Slater falls a little bit? I won't be shocked if Dallas takes a wide receiver. If one of the top three guys are here, wide receiver wise, I could see him taking somebody. Absolutely for Dallas. I mean, do I need defense to help? Yeah. How about trade back? How about trade back and get defense? Because the defense, Surtain's probably your top defensive guy here, right? He's the number one guy on the board. I mean, from all my looking arounds, and I don't pretend to be some whatever. I'm down here. A guy who's follows the boards and players, this and that. But you know what? I see a lot of like the defensive guys, late mid rounders. So I think Dallas would be reaching here. Surtain's the highest rated one I saw. But if they want, they could trade down and just maybe plug something else in. Maybe Parsons is slipping a little bit. They could trade back a little bit. Victor, we're not talking hockey. No, we're just talking football tonight. It's a football day. Dallas needs defense. They sure do. Robert says Panthers going wide receiver. They could go wide receiver. They could. Chase. Yeah, I think Chase is going to go to Detroit. I think Detroit, they brought in Goff, new head coach. Their wide receiving core is garbage. So that's what I'm thinking at. Yeah, they got a couple guys. I don't know. Alabama, they didn't good at football? Let me know. Leave a comment. Give it a thumbs up if you think Alabama's good at football. Panthers spot is interesting because they could easily. Who knows what they're going to do? Well, I mean, maybe I don't know. Those guys are all going in the top 10. Maybe 11. All four of them. Not a lot guy. Yeah, I'm not a huge lot guy, but listen, Elway's got free reign out there. That guy just keeps bringing in quarterbacks. What happened to the Paxton Lynch experiment? How'd that work out? Again, this is where is Trey Lance going here? And I think this is a fit for him because what do he play? North Dakota State. We're in Denver. That's a nice fit for him. I agree. I think any offensive line, it's never sexy to take offensive linemen, but you know what? As they say, the old plug and play. Put a guy in there, and you're good. Jerry betting against his own team. Yes, he is sometimes. Tampa to take a tight end. Well, we gotta wait. We gotta wait to go to Tampa because we're only at the Cowboys. So Giants are up next. How many SEC players? I haven't even added them up yet, Rob. Adam says they take Parsons. All right. Little linebacker help? It's possible. I don't know. I think they're going Lance here. I think they'll take. If you're asking me, my first pick for them, it's got to be Lance. They need to focus on defense, but who knows? Maybe they just want to score 48 points a game and try to outscore teams. So the Giants up at 11 in the show here. So, right, is the pick Waddle? Right? You think they're gonna go add another toy for Daniel Jones to step forward here, really light things up, or do they go defense? If Dallas does something stupid, which a fan you might think it's stupid because you want defensive help, but they go offensive here when a lineman comes down to them. Do the Giants take one of these fast wide receivers at Alabama, or do they go defensive help if Surtain's there? Same with the Eagles. And the Eagles have to take a wide receiver. There's no way Philly has to take a wide receiver here. If Philly does not take a wide receiver at 12, no matter who it's got to be who's ever left, Waddle, Smith. It has to be taken. If they don't, man, I can't stand the Eagles, Philadelphia. How they need to take a wide receiver, no doubt about it. I know the defense is a hot mess, but take that wide receiver. Elliot says Giants go offense. Broncos not passing on a QB. I agree there. Again, do I think they should take a defensive guy? Yeah, but would it shock me if they get him one of these wide receivers? I could see that happening, but I think their best bet is defense. I mean, you got him a couple toys. You're going to have your running back. Get some help on defense to stop. If the clowns in front of you take another freaking wide receiver in the top 10 like they did last year, getting CeeDee Lamb, you need to take. You're going to have to. I know the Eagles will still probably take a wide receiver, but I mean, really, at that point, you got to be like, all right, we got to slow down the other team if we're going to score 30. Totally up in the air. And that's fine because they have needs on both sides of the ball, Rob. So Giants could do that. I hate the Eagles. So I'm a Cowboy fan. So I can't stand the Eagles. But I can't stand the Giants either. Please. I'm 12, 13, 14, and I got Jerome Brown, Andre Waters, Seth Joyner, like destroying Troy Aikman. Just literally, dude, you killed the guy for 2 years, and that's why he couldn't play that long because his brain was like a pea rolling down a 12-lane highway from getting destroyed. I mean, you guys took out Luis and Dejas, our field goal kicker, or I don't know, whatever, the kickoff specialist. Like, let me tell you though, that freaking Eagles defense. I'll tell you, I did love Randall Cunningham. That guy was awesome. I could go back to like the Mike Quick days, But yeah, that's why I don't like the Eagles. You guys used to beat the crap out of us. That defense, that buddy ball, man, holy cow. Defensive line, I think their biggest need is anywhere on defense. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, in the NFL, you need some kind of pass rush, and you need some kind of cornerback who's halfway decent. I mean, I get it, and I say this all the time. NFL, if I'm a quarterback and it's 3rd and 20, let's just run a screen or handoff. What do you do? Throw the ball downfield. You got a 50-50 shot at getting a pass interference call. So yeah. So next up, Chargers. Here you go. You got your quarterback, right? Pretty good kid last year. Not bad coming in. Do you get him some line help? Do you address the defense? You got Kansas City in your division. And then everybody else. You got the Raiders. Chargers, I think, I'm seeing they take an offensive lineman in some of these spots. I really don't know what the Chargers could do because they need, who left? Who's there? Eckler? Did Eckler leave, right? The tight end left for them. So maybe I don't see they're not getting Pitt. So I'm thinking O-line or defensive line, maybe one of the edge guys. Vikings. Any Viking fans in here? Erica needs locks for tomorrow. You got to be back at noon for tomorrow. I'm not doing any game site. Today's just strictly football. Some football chatter. All right, O-line. I'm thinking offensive line. You got quarterback. So with the Vikings, again, Vikings probably go defense because their offense is all right. They'll probably go defense. And here come the Patriots. What's Belichick doing? Trading back? Is he trading back for Trask and try to get Trask in the second round? I'm thinking these guys trade back. I think Patriots trade back. Although I will be shocked if they go a wide receiver. I mean, I think there's a lot of wide receivers. I think there's an over 5 prop for wide receivers. 4.5. I think it's up to maybe 5 now. 4.5 up. I could definitely see over 4.5 wide receivers taken between. We got our 3 studs everybody knows about. You got Waddle, Smith, and Chase. You got the kid from Florida, Minnesota. So I think the over 4.5 could be a play here for wide receivers. I don't know. I could be crazy. Lou's saying Jenkins to San Diego. I don't know. Yeah. Maybe they go. How about Parsons to San Diego? Low. Little linebacker help. Although his stock's dropping now, so I don't know. People are not high on him. Yeah, Robert. They like to trade back. I could, will I be shocked to? I wouldn't be shocked to see them trade twice in the first round. So, so here, I'll pull out some. I guess we'll finish up the draft. Let's go through the draft. So Cardinals. I'm thinking defense. How about Horn here from South Carolina to Arizona? Raiders up next. Listen, this Raider team, they just decimate the defense. The Raiders are just taking somebody on defense because they just let all these guys walk. I think they go. I don't think one of the offensive linemen will drop to them here. So definitely somebody on defense. Dolphins up again here. So again, I think the Dolphins go offense at the 6. I think they get Pitts, or if they trade up to 4, maybe get Pitts at 4. And this spot here, do they go edge and take the kid out of Miami from the Hurricanes? Watch the Redskins. Who knows? I don't even know what to think. I like the coach. He's a non-sexy guy, so probably offensive line or defensive line. Just they're not going to make splash there. Bears. How about if all the talk about nobody liking Fields is true? How about the Bears take Fields here? Is that even possible? I don't know. Colts are definitely going to go offensive line. Maybe defense. I don't know. No real thought on the Colts. Titans. Probably defense. I think I could pen, the Titans could need a little. I think they got to improve their defense a little bit. So I'm thinking either corner or maybe one of the edge guys. Jets with their second pick. Are the Jets going to take a running back here? Are they going to take ATN? Is the Travis show coming to town? Will they grab Harris here? This is total Jets move. Hi, we're in a league that doesn't really run the ball a lot, but we'll take a running back. And this is a spot where I think it would behoove them to take one of these backs simply because you got a rookie quarterback and not much around them. So I don't know. I think the Jets take a running back here, believe it or not. I think they take one of the 2 running backs. Fields will go sooner, and people think. Listen. I'm hoping the Jets pull a crazy thing and take him at number 2. At worst, he goes number 3 for me, and I'll make money. Right? Fields going to the Bears. Why not? If he falls, I mean, really, you got Andy Dalton. I think the Jets are going to. Yeah, I think they'll definitely take a running back. Then you got the Steelers. Again, will they take a running back or they take offensive line? The Steelers got a lot of spots. Who knows? Steelers will probably go best available because that's what kind of franchise they are. They're a good franchise. They don't really mess up. They'll take what they need, and the guy will be decent for them. Here are the Jags. First rounder here for the Jags. Now, do you get Trevor a wide receiver? Here we go. You can get him. Tony from Florida be here. Maybe Bateman, Minnesota. Who knows? Do they take him, or maybe they bring in Trevor's backfield buddy, Travis Etienne? How about that? What are the odds that they go like all of a sudden here between the Jets, Steelers, and Jags? You see like running backs go back to back. Browns at 26. I think the Browns are going to go defense, right? I think the offense. I love the offensive line solid. I like Baker. I like the running backs. I like the receivers. I like the tight end. Browns are going defense. 100% the Browns. Find a prop that the Browns take a defensive guy with their pick here, and unless they somehow trade up to number 1, they are going to defense. No doubt about it. By the way, I did hit my Browns head coach of the year for $3,500 on Stefanski last year. Thank you very much. I'm happy about that. I was high on him last year. I'll be back on him again this year. Ravens, again, this franchise, I don't know. You got a couple holes you got to plug here, but I want to say they should take a wide receiver here, but why do I think they're going to go defense? Saints, I think Saints are going to go defense, right? Because the offense is the defense was pretty good last year, so maybe they go wide receiver. How about Marshall from LSU? Browns are going defense, 100%. Absolutely. Yeah, it's a good Stefanski hit. Packers. Can the Packers take a wide receiver? Like, this just screams to me they take Bateman from Minnesota, like a local kind of guy. Aaron Rodgers is going to be retired in what, a year? He could say, oh, yeah, they waited until I was about to retire, and they drafted a wide receiver for me in the first round. Thank you. It only took you 17 years or whatever the heck. So I think Packers go wide receiver. Bills, their coach, probably defense. That offense is very good. Can never have enough help on defense. Definitely an edge guy. You got to get to the pass rusher, right? Pass rusher gets a quarterback. I like we saw their offense. Explosive at times. Chiefs, I'm guessing best available. Probably something offensive line now, right? You got to go offensive line after you lost the Super Bowl because half your offensive line didn't play last year. And then we have Tampa Bay closing out the show in the draft. What is Tampa Bay doing? They're going to grab somebody on offense to make the offense even better. Every starter's back on this team. If memory serves me correct, they have all starters back on both sides of the ball. So this is a luxury pick, and I think you'll best available for your round ones. That's what I think. I don't know. So let's go try to find some like single props. So I see Justin Fields' draft position. So I see over 3.5. I don't know. I thought he was going. I think he's still going 3. I think I think the Niners are running interference. Everybody's thinking Mac Jones is going. I don't think he's going number 3. So I saw this one up at Circa for my boy Matty Yeomans. Kyle Trask draft position under 77.5. And I think this is good because I think the Patriots are going to take this guy in the second round somewhere. So I could see the trade back and then this guy going in the second round. So I like that there. What else we have? First wide receiver drafted. Everyone's going to be on Chase here. It's minus $6. And do I want to lay $6? No. Do I think he's going to be the first wide receiver drafted? Yeah. So, I guess I had to say you had to take it because I don't think they're going to take these two smaller guys ahead of him. So I'll be down with the minus 600 on Chase. Running back. Again, it's Harris is minus 145. ATN is plus 160 for first one taken. I think it's going to be Harris because I think the Jets or the Steelers are going to take a guy. I don't know. That's just my opinion. Offensive lineman, I think it's got to be Penny. But would I grab Slater 280 just because it's plus 280 instead of 750? I think it's worth it. You never know. One team could like somebody else more than the other. Defensive player taken. Like you could actually get plus money because I think Surtain is going to be the first one taken, right? It's a passing league. You're going to have to take guys to slow down the ball. Devontae Smith could go first. I shouldn't even repeated that, Robert. That's ridiculous. So Surtain's plus $1. He's even money. Parsons, then Payne and Horn. Surtain plus money. I think he's going to go. So I can see that plus 100. You're not losing anything there if you want to bet. Defensive lineman taken first. I guess Pay. The Michigan kid is the best one. Where's my? He's number one. He's the number one defensive player in the draft from what I was looking at. So I'm going to have to go him. It's got to be him or Parsons. It's the best defensive players, but listen, Parsons is going to definitely be the first linebacker off unless his stock just keeps falling ridiculously. Chase has a higher rating coming out than Jefferson did last year. Again, what does that? Does it mean anything? I think Chase is going with as the first one off the board. How is Devonta Smith going number one, Robert? I've got to. I got to figure out how to throw people out of chats for saying crazy stuff like that. That's not even. Come on, stop with that. Defensive player taken, though. I think number one, first one, it's got to be Patrick Surtain. I think Surtain's going to be the first one off the board, though. They're going to go secondary. Cowboys, I can see the Giants, and even the Eagles, because they'll play each other. If one of those, whoever takes a wide receiver, if they don't take wide receivers, it's a passing league. How is the cornerback going? The best cornerback has to go. It has to be the first one off the board. Show me the team that's got two Deion Sanders in behind them on cornerback and Ed Reed at safety. No one's got that. But I think Harris, I think Harris either goes to the Jets or Steelers for running back too. So we had mentioned over wide receiver prop 4.5. So Lions exact player position drafted. Wide receiver is plus 120. I like that. Bengals offensive lineman, you get plus money on that if you get offensive lineman. I think they're going offensive lineman. Eagles playing position, first player drafted, offense. I definitely think they're taking offense. I don't care. Eagles are taking an offensive player or they're going to burn down that stadium. So the QBs drafted in the first round, that total is now plus 5.5. That's 5.5 QBs to be going in the first round. DraftKings has it at plus 300. I don't know who the 6 quarterbacks will be taken. I guess, they got to entice you because it's over 4.5 receivers. I think so, Lou. I think so, over 4.5. We know 3 right off the bat. We know three can go in the top 10, 11 picks. And then you look at a team, you go down the line and be like, okay, who else is taking one? Like, well, the Jaguars could easily take one. The Saints could take one. I think Green Bay could take one. So, yeah, I could see that. Defensive players draft their first round, 13.5. I don't know. I think that's going to be an under. I think we're going to see like 18, 19 offensive guys. Yeah, no way 5.5 go. But I'm just saying they have it at plus 300 at 5.5 because they think 5 are going to go, right? You're going to have your Trevor's going, Wilson's going, Max going, Fields is going, Lance is going. That's your 5. So that's a loser. If you got 4.5 back in January or something, you might have made money. Now there's no money to be made. It's going to be an even 5 that people know about. So there's going to be no sixth pick. Lou says, since Doug Peterson got there, you can't predict what they will do in drafts. Yeah, bizarre play calling. Philly, baby. But listen, they got to get offense. That whole team's in disarray. Get your quarterback some help. You look at just the rankings of these, right? You got, people think Pitts is probably the best overall guy in the draft, right? They got Sewell right up there. I mean, I don't know. I see Fields rated as like the 6th best guy in the draft, and you're telling me that Mac Jones is going ahead of him. I don't see it. Did they really fall in love with him that much? I mean, I would think we're talking about the first defensive player taken. Like Parsons, I think is the best defensive guy in the draft, but they're talking about the luggage with him now, And draft wise, I mean, could the Cowboys take Kay Whitty from Michigan? I can't pronounce his name. I don't know his name. Instead of Surtain, get an edge guy. Maybe Surtain falls. I wouldn't be upset as a Cowboy fan at 11. Listen, would it be wild to have Waddle or Devonta Smith? Yeah, that would be insane. And would you be excited to play him on Madden football and just ping balling it around, put up a bunch of points? But I wouldn't mind getting some defensive line help. Sixth best is going to be, it's going to be the kid from Stanford. I don't know his name, Stills. I think his name's Stills. Davis Mills. Stills, Mills. Get your thrills on Blueberry Hills. And then Trask would probably be the 6th best. But those guys, that's the second rounder there, whether it be Patriots or somebody else. That guy's that 6 quarterbacks going in round 2. I doubt nobody's trading out to pay quarterback money in the first round at the tail end. Well, maybe they do. I don't know. I'm not a big contract guy. I don't know how those work out. I know it's different. A lot of mock drafts out there. Let's see what the Pat's Buzz website has for the Patriots. What do they have the Patriots doing in their pick? They got the Pats trading up to number 7 to grab Justin Fields. Interesting stuff. Although I really can't see the Lions trading back. No way. Can't see that happening. That if the Lions trade back, that is straight out of the movie Draft Day, where they got the rookie GM on the clock and he trades back. Like, I don't know what to do. No way. And I like Draft Day, by the way. I like that movie. I don't know. I enjoy it. I like Moneyball too, and Blue Chips, and Hoosiers. Speaking of Draft Day, does anybody remember the game NFL head coach? It came out. I remember because the Jets had it's when the Jets drafted what's his name, the Brickshaw, Ferguson, and Mangold to center. And I remember Dallas. When I was the coach of Dallas, I ended up getting what the heck was his name? Wide receiver. Santonio Holmes. All right. So we'll talk more. We'll do more of the prop stuff than just running through the draft. I'll have all the draft. It's just tough to load them up on a screen there. I gotta find a way to list them somewhere. So I apologize for that. That's why I say bring a pen. Bring a pen to the show. I'll make an announcement again tomorrow in Midday Money. So speaking of losing money today, I had Milwaukee run line. Wasn't expecting this debacle. And I had the St. Louis Cardinals at plus money today. They lose 2-1. Got 2 hit, and my pitcher gives up 2 home runs to the same guy. That's a tough loss. So I wasn't expecting. I definitely wasn't expecting to get 2 hit, but I was expecting Wainwright to throw 2 bad pitches and give up 2 runs on 2 homers. But it is what it is. Games we had the Rangers in the chat was a loser. I had no opinion on Seattle, Houston. San Fran, I was kind of like the under there. That's over there. Dodgers, Reds. There was a case to be made. Did the Dodgers blow out Cincinnati, who's reeling, losing 7 in a row off a tough series? Do we take the Reds? Well, 0-0 in the third. Kansas City, we had the under there. I had it 8.5, came down 7.5. Nice win there. Kansas City held on there for a 3-2 win. We kind of like that. If you were in the chat, Kansas City's our team. They had the full strength lineup. They ended up winning there. I did not have it. Cleveland, Minnesota. Elliot? How's your guy Berrios today do? When you could rip up that Cy Young ticket. Rip it up. Yanks lose. Again, we were against the Yankees, but I just couldn't pull the trigger on Matt Harvey. I wish I did. It would have been a nice plus 150 win. Atlanta hangs on 8-7. Again, for me, that would have been a Cubs or no play after Atlanta's, that bad doubleheader there. But they seem to right themselves. 10 hits, 8 runs. Oakland, Tampa. All right, I like Tampa getting shut out 1-0, and here they lose 2-1. All right, under and then under in St. Louis. It is what it is. We'll be back at it tomorrow. I don't have any, I didn't even look at these games. I was kind of looking at NFL stuff. I print out a couple drafts and little things to look at, pick-wise there. But we'll take a quick look here at baseball for tomorrow. You got Minnesota and Cleveland again. This line really hasn't moved. Cleveland started as a favorite. Actually, it did move a little, huh? They went from minus 110 to plus $1, so I flipped over to mini. Kansas City at Pitt. I'll probably be looking under here. I don't have, Junis and Anderson's numbers right in front of me. I have to look into that a little bit, see how Kansas City hits lefties, things like that. KC Baltimore again. For me, it's Baltimore. It's Baltimore again. I wish I'm coming back. I can't bet Matt Harvey. I wish I did, but will I take Baltimore tomorrow against Kluber? Probably. Yanks are in a little bit of trouble now. I think they're a little deflated. I think the body language isn't looking too good there. So maybe Baltimore. Nats with Scherzer. Short number, but I don't know. I don't know if I could take the Nats right now. Orioles, let's see. Hold on. Let's get back here. Over wide receivers. I got to go back to the chat. Who's sixth best quarterback? Niners put out a lot of misinformation. Yep, you never know. Elliot, remember his NFL head coach? Yeah, the program. I like the program. Good movie. I like my boy Latimer, psychopath. Mavericks were down 23. They came back, huh? Plus live money. All right. I stayed away from Elliot says he stayed away from NHL except for Arizona and Carolina. What did I have? We had the under Vancouver. We have my what I got? I got Kings under 5.5. That looks a little risky right now. And San Jose's up 2-0. I took the Yotes on a puck line because I was like, I can't take San Jose at even money. They've lost 9 in a row, and yet every game went over tonight in the first period. It is what it is. Mavericks make me sweat every time I take them. That's why I don't bet NBA. Winnipeg got crushed today, 6-1. Absolutely, they did. Took the Reds. I can see taking Reds. Padres just played the Dodgers tough, right? The Dodgers might be a little winded. Extra inning game. Yeah, Molly is good. Orioles big dog tomorrow. I know. I kind of like it. Astros tomorrow. I don't know. I guess run line. What do we have here for the Astros tomorrow? Where are the Astros? Look them all the way. Good Seattle again. I don't know. 175. That's not something I'm interested in. White Sox run line. Against Detroit. Giolito. Yeah, I think run line there. Brewers Cards only losers for me. Yeah, I had them too. I went run line Brewers. And again, I'm not laying the big numbers. Cards, I had them a little bit of plus money. It's a tough loss. I don't like losing 2-0. I'd rather just get crushed. 2-0 in the NBA. 13-1 NBA. Take it. If you're making money in it, enjoy. Astro smash lefties. 2 overs today for Rob. That's nice. 2 good wins right there. Nice when it's nice and easy like that. Twins. Terrible. He's still got a 5 ERAs. I don't think he saved his career, but he might do enough to pitch like a mid-4 ERA and get traded out of here to a contender who's looking for some bullpen help or something. Bauer tomorrow, -1.5. So where were we at? All right, so we're talking Nationals. I'm not interested in. Mets, Red Sox right now. No interest in that game. Maybe an under. Oakland, Tampa. I guess I'm going to have to come back with the under here. See, this is where I want to play Oakland against Waka. Miami, Milwaukee. I'll be back on the under here. I'll look at the under, even though it went over here tonight. Cubs, Atlanta. Again, I don't want to lay this kind of number with Atlanta. Maybe a run line. Again, I haven't looked at any of the pitchers here, so take this with a grain of salt. Angels, Texas. Again, maybe just an over. Phillies, St. Louis. I'll probably be on the Phillies here because I wasn't high on St. Louis. The reason I had St. Louis today because they were on a nice little win streak, and Philly coming out of Colorado. Just didn't like that spot, but I'll probably be on Philly tomorrow. White Sox, again, it's run line or nothing there. Seattle, Houston, I don't want anything to do with. San Diego, Arizona. I'll be looking at Arizona here as a dog. Granted, San Diego just had a great series versus the Dodgers, but I haven't liked what I've seen out of Paddock. So I might be leaning Arizona. Colorado, Frisco. Again, I'll be on the under even after tonight's explosion. And Cincy Dodgers. Listen, I got my guy Bueller. I'll definitely be on a run line tomorrow. Definitely run line it up there tomorrow. Back to the chat. See what people are saying here. It happens, Marte. What are we going to do? I went 1-2 in baseball today myself. Small losing day. You take some dogs, doesn't hurt too bad, but I chalk it up. Tomorrow's a new day. Tomorrow's a new day, Marte. Michael, how are you today? I understand you like Javi. I'm just not high on him. Yeah, I'll dig. I'll look into some numbers before I haven't put anything out. This is the first time I looked at any of the matchups. I'm definitely a whip guy. I like whip and batting average against. Two big things. I like to look at their, I'm big, high walking guys, stuff like that. Tomorrow's hockey. Oh yeah. Rangers -$3. I got some work to do. We got some work to do with our NBA, with our Major League Baseball and hockey for tomorrow. Quick look at NBA. What's happening here in NBA? How'd Washington do? They covered that half a point for us today? Yes, they did. What about the Suns? Suns win? Yes, they did. Miami did not win. I said that. I said we don't like Miami laying 6 there. They lose by 8. Another under by the Jazz. New Orleans. Big win there. Sixers roll over to the Thunder, who are garbage. Lakers over Orlando, who are garbage. Detroit beats Atlanta as a dog. Denver rolling by 20 at home. Tomorrow, yeah. I'm closing out the screen. I don't even want to look at NBA. Goodbye. Open up my MLB.com windows. Marjay, people in the chat, there's 900 games in the chat here. You can't take what everybody says in the chat. I put 3 games on the bottom. I think they lost though. I mean, we had Winnipeg Jets didn't win. Texas, but we had the Wizards. So we went 1-2 in the chat that I posted. Other people, I don't know about. Chat talk is just what it is, Marte. I mean, everybody who comes in here likes the game, and you see all the back and forth. So you're literally flipping a coin when it comes down to who's ever jumping games in the conversations. Rangers over for when? Tomorrow? Today? I'm just hoping I catch that Kings under. I'll handle a split on a day. Split's not going to kill me with 3+ money things losing. So that's a break-even day. I'll take it. All right, back to work. Got to get to the grind here. 1-2 day in baseball I do not like. Where's the guy who said Memphis Knicks thank me later? I don't know. That's the kind of stuff we got to write down. Yes, I wrote it down. Bobby Richard, Grizzlies -5, Knicks +2. Thank me later. I got it, Orlando. I had it written down. Robert, I've only said that since April. Since we started the show here. March, it was all college basketball. We didn't talk NBA. And maybe we put out a total. A lot of Jazz total unders. A lot of Knicks totals. I've been saying it for 2 months, month and a half. I don't know. People don't want to listen. That's fine. I'm still making money. Fade the chat. Stars, Oilers, Pistons. Lou, I'm with you. I try to tell people that. People come in here. Thank me later. Elliot, speaking of thank him later, anytime this guy says Berrios, go opposite. Kings under all day. Elliot, why are you trying to crush my game now? What are you doing to me here? You know I got the Kings under. You're dogging me out here. Killing me. Say something like San Jose's no doubt blowout, and then all of a sudden, the Coyotes come back to win 6-2. All right, folks. Midday Monday tomorrow, 12 noon. Let's get some baseball work done here. I get back on track. I don't like going 1-2 in baseball. So, got to go to work. Got to go to work. Oh, by the way, there is a new llama. I'm going to bring him into the chat tomorrow for Midday Money. Hope everybody's excited. 12 noon tomorrow, folks. Thanks for popping in. Bye-bye.